Alright, shalom, shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises and glory to yahawah Shai, Hashem, Harakah Kadash Ramah, double honors to the others apostles James, and shalom to your Akim, alcohol, and spiritual truth and sincerity. Coming with you with a spiritual hydration. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 11. Put on the whole armor of Yahawah, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, man. Alright? So that's what we do. We put on that whole armor, man. Not being protected from all these different types of wayward doctrines against the world, against Esau, you know, and most importantly, man, against principalities and high places, man. You know, the Lord's gonna make a way for us. He's gonna send out his angels and protect us, man. You know, he's also gonna give us the eyes to see, the ears to hear. You know, which is beautiful and a blessing. You know, and within all of that, you still have to understand that the Lord is going to protect you if you call upon his name, man. So let him be your rock. If you're feeling any type of insecurity or any doubt or anything, man, which you shouldn't have anyway, but you know, self-examining and continue to self-examine, you know, and the Lord direct your way. You know, the Lord will protect you no matter what. You know, to stand against the wiles of the devil, man. That trap that Esau set up. But it's more so kind of touching on that confident aspect of it, you know, that yahawah Shai is our comforter, you know, if anything. And we're going to get that. This is John 14:26. It says, but the Comforter, which is the Holy Ghost, whom the Father will send in my name, in his name he shall teach you all things and bring all things to your remembrance whatsoever he has said unto you, man. You know? So being comforted with what? The Holy Spirit, man. Because if it's not the Holy Spirit, man, what, you know, what is it of? Are you in the spirit, man? Not speaking of, you know, the person, you know, you directly, but just brothers and sisters out there, man. To always remember to trust in him, and he'll direct our ways, man. You know, read Sirach 2, Sirach chapter 2. You know, so let me go in Sirach chapter 2. It says Sirach 2:1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So you gotta prepare yourself for temptation, because it is coming. You know, it's just a part. That's just a part of the lot, man. That's the lot that we were set in, man. And this is the way for the Lord yahawah Shai to show his power, man. It says what? Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. So make not haste, man. Don't think about, oh, what I'm gonna do this, or when I'm gonna do that, or how I'm gonna do this, or how I'm gonna do that, or where shit go left and I have to do this. Man, put all that in the Lord's hand, man. Because once you trust in him, you put on that whole armor, man. He's gonna direct your way where it seems right unto himself, you know. So It says what? Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and endure constantly, man. In season, out of season. Of course, we gonna have our times where it's like, life get real tough. But we gotta remember, we gotta keep our focus on Him, cause He is our strong tower, man. He's our fortress, man. Our rock. He's our armor. It said, cleave unto Him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased in thy last end, man. In the last end, that we may be increased, having full trust in Him. Because if we fully trust in the Lord, yahawah, there's no want for anything else, man. There's no want for anything else. And it says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. So what we take on, in the flesh, we take it on cheerfully, man. Because we understand that it's all just a part of the purification process that the Lord has put us through. And it's ultimately just to make us a better, man or woman, abiding in the truth. It says what? And be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. So be patient, man. Be patient. Wait on Him, man. Wait on His words. Meditate on His words, man. Constantly pray. Stay in the Spirit. It says, for gold is tried in the fire. And that's what the Lord is trying to, make us, man. As gold, man. Purified. And acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So it's a part of the process. All the men in the Lord, everybody, man, we had to go through it. That's just a part of the walk. That's the walk that that the Lord put us in, man. That's our lot. But when we take it on cheerfully, because we understand it's for a greater good, man. Because if we don't go through this, then it's all for His story. And if we look back on it, it'd be as a dream, passive, man. It may seem like a long time to us now, but compared to where the Lord is going to have us at, it's going to be like, damn. We overcame. We truly overcame. Sincerely. And it says, believe in Him and He will help thee. Order thy way aright. Trust in Him. And what? The biggest thing is to believe in Him. And without a doubt, He will help us, man. He will. Going back to verse 1. Gotta prepare our soul. And it says, believe in Him, verse 6, believe in Him and He will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in Him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for His mercy. Wait for it. Not making haste in times of trouble. As some others do. Worrying about what they're going to eat, what they're going to drink, how they're going to, put clothes, how they're going to, survive. Let the Lord work that out. The Lord is going to work all of that out for us, man. He's got a plan for each individual brother that was given. Alright? Give it to yahawah, man. That's bearing that covering, that's bearing that spirit of truth. John 4, and that's worshiping Him in spirit and truth. John 4, I believe 23. And the ones that were given to yahawah in John 17. And it says, and go not aside lest ye fall, man. So don't go not aside, man. Don't go worry about this and worry about that, man. Trust in Him. Not saying that, we shouldn't learn how to do certain things, and, of course we're going to. That's just a part of That's just a part of us, man. That's just our spirit. But as far as kind of like, you know, planning, doomsday prepping, and you know, figuring out where you're gonna go when shit goes left, and you know, um, actually kind of dwelling on that same kind of staying in that mind state, you know, being in that mindset of, yeah, I know it's gonna come. Now, how can I do to, what you can do to kind of, how do I say it? To kind of save yourself, all right? You know, as some of these people out here are doing, man, trying to doomsday prep and trying to save yourself, man. You know, instead of trusting the Lord Yahawah by some Yahushua. And those are the individuals that I'm talking about, the ones that's saying, oh yeah, man, I'm trying to, if shit go left, man, I know what I'm gonna do. Boy, shit, I got shit in the pantry, so my shit gonna be straight. You know, like that shit gonna matter. You know, you stockpiling all that food just to give it to the men of the Lord. You know. So yeah, continue to keep stockpiling that food, man. And it says, ye that fear the Lord, verse 8, ye that fear the Lord, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail, man. So believe in him, and the reward shall not fail. It says, ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy. Fine. It says, look at the generations of old, and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Whom did he ever despise that called upon him? You know. So if you look back in the days of Joshua, the days of Judges, you know, even the times of Daniel, when Daniel was in the lion's den twice, man, when the Lord came up against Alexander, you know, how the Lord did all these things, man. You know, the Lord made a way for us. He made a way for his people. You know, look at Esther. You know, look at the times of Purim. Look at the Passover. Look at Exodus. You know, look at all these, man. All of it. It says, for the Lord is full of compassion and mercy. Kind, compassion and mercy. Long suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in the time of affliction, man. And that's the biggest thing, man. He saveth in the time of affliction. So in the time that we're being afflicted, that's what we're supposed to be calling upon him. You know. And that's just kind of putting this out there, man. It's not directed towards anybody specifically, but it's kind of like what was on my spirit to talk about. And it says, the main thing I wanted to touch on is kind of putting on that whole armor and making sure that you are kind of fully examining yourself, so we can all fight that good fight together, you know. And that's the biggest thing. You want to make sure that you're building up, that your personal relationship with Yahawah by some Yahushua is established, you know, while the evil days come not, man. You know, fearing the Lord. And it says what? Verse 12, woe to be to the fearful hearts and faint hands and sinners that go two ways. Woe to him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. Kind, man. And that's the biggest thing. You don't want to be that faint-hearted. You know, in that case, you wouldn't be defended in that day. You know, trying to think that you could kind of do it yourself, or trying to find any other avenue besides the Lord, and there's no other way besides the Lord, because that is the Lord that's bringing this. You know, if you look at, I think, believe Amos 3, when it's speaking speaking about man bit by a serpent. He leaned his hand on his wall, leaning his hand on the wall, and he got bit by a serpent, man. That's how it's gonna be in that day. It's the Lord sending this every which way. So you have to have the Spirit of the Lord in order to abide in that day, man. It says, woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will you do when the Lord shall visit you, man? So what are they gonna do? The ones that didn't have faith, man, the ones that didn't believe, the ones that thought that they could find some other way besides the Lord, the ones that didn't call on Him in a time of affliction, the ones that's not being sincere, you know, the ones that's kind of being militant, day in, day out, trying to prove a point to other brothers, thinking that there's no other way besides that camp, you know, calling yourself top dog, calling yourself this and that, trying to be any and everyone but themselves, man. Any and everyone but themselves and what the Lord called them to do. You know? It's no time to kind of be living in a time of fear, man. The Lord haven't given us the spirit of fear, man, but of hope. And man, listen, hope and faith, man. You know, and once you understand that, man, you're unstoppable, unmovable. Even as what it says, I think it's in Matthew, it says, faith as a grain of a mustard seed, man, can move mountains. Even just a little bit of faith. You know, believing that the Lord can do this, man, that's beautiful. You know, putting your trust in Him and Him only. Not like the faint-hearted, not like the ones that went into their own vomit because they didn't believe and they got weary. You know, but the ones that have faith, the ones that putting on that full breastplate of Yahawah, that's the beauty of it. And to fully understand that, man, you'll be unstoppable. Unstoppable, man. And it says, verse 15, they that fear the Lord will not disobey His word. So they won't disobey. They listen to what the Lord is telling. It says, and they that love Him will keep His ways, man. Keep His ways wholeheartedly. Make in season, out of season, man. Even in a time of affliction, you're going to remember the Lord. Verse 16, they that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto Him, and they that love Him shall be filled with the law. You know, doing them to the best of your ability, even during that time, man. During that crucial time that we're coming into. You know, it says, they that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in His sight, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men, for as His majesty is, so His mercy. God, man, prepare your minds and humble their souls in His sight, man. So humbling yourself, understanding like, hey, the Lord is my rock, man. He told us this, man. He's our rock. That's why He said, look at the generations of old. Was it any that called upon Him? And was forsaken, man? The Lord could do amazing things. Look at the brothers that got put into the furnace, man. The Lord went in there and put that cold wind in there. just paint that picture, man. I'm just painting that picture, but just think about that. You know, Daniel been in the lion's den twice. Esther, man, the way the Lord made a way for Esther and the way for the children of Israel after that Edomite Haman tried to destroy people. You know, man. Even in the times of Exodus, man, with Pharaoh, the times of Noah, man, Noah was prophesying for, I think for 100 years, 100+ years, but I believe, if I'm wrong, you could let me know down in the comments. I don't wanna, you know, but he was prophesying for some time, man. Saying that, hey, man, it's gonna rain, and nobody believed him and nobody listened. But just him having that faith, he was out there, man, telling people it was gonna happen. And guess what, man? The Lord made it happen. And that's how wonderful and that's how beautiful the Lord yahawah shall work. You know. And now the Lord even left a token in the sky whenever it rains. Sometimes you can even see it. You know. Alright, it says, saying we will fall into the hands of the Lord, man. Do what Noah did. Do what them brothers did in the lion's den. I mean, in the furnace, man. Do what Daniel did. Do what Esther did. Did what Mordecai did, man. Do what Aaron, Moses. You know. But most importantly, Moses, man. Joshua. You know, King David, most importantly, man, King David was jumping over walls, man. Damn. Do what do what the brothers did. And the generations are old, man. Look back and see, like, hey, the Lord will protect us the same way. The Lord is still our power, man. It says, not into the hands of men, for as his majesty is, so is his mercy. So is his mercy, man. He's long suffering, man. It's beautiful. But that's it for this. Was supposed to be a spiritual hydration, but kind of the spirit took me to Ciroc too. But I hope this spiritual hydration was edifying, and shalom.